In the wake of a mass shooting where the perpetrator happens to be Lily White, the left engages in a kind of reactive hand-wringing about white males being inordinately responsible for these crimes. After the Las Vegas shooting on October 1, Fox published an article titled "White American Men Are a Bigger Domestic Terrorist Threat Than Muslim Foreigners." Common Dreams, another liberal website, also ran a story on the Vegas gunman called "When Shooter is White Male, Note Critics, Label of Terrorist Put on Hold." The New York Times, which claims to be an unbiased news source in the same way Al Franken claims he's going to be accountable while still refusing to resign, ran a piece after the terrorist attack in New York City on Halloween. The piece was headlined, "Manhattan Attack is Called Terrorism. What About Vegas?" While the piece argued that for some Americans, typically those on the left, Vegas represented the terrorism of unchecked gun laws, the article argued that by labeling the Manhattan attack as terrorism and the Vegas attack as a mass shooting, some on the left could plausibly call out a media tendency to see Muslims as part of the hostile fifth column and white male killers as exceptions. Trending self-taught rocket scientist determined to prove flat Earth by launching himself in rocket. The white terrorism narrative could be easily debunked by looking up the definition of the word terrorism: the systematic use of terror, especially as a means of coercion, which these mass shooters typically don't and guns, by definition, cannot employ. However, the white part of the equation is also a bit problematic. Take a look at this graphic from Clash Daily. Yes, as it turns out, a number of America's most deadly mass shooters are not white. And, while some of them are terrorists, most of the individuals on this graphic don't fit that classification, either. Consider Sung Wee Cho, the Virginia Tech shooter who killed 32 and wounded 17 in 2007. He was originally from South Korea. And then there are lesser-known shooters like Eduardo Ascension, a Hispanic male who killed 4 people in a Reno IHOP back in 2011, or Omar S. Thornton, an African-American who killed 8 people at a Connecticut beer distributor back in 2010. Race didn't play in media reports of these shootings, nor should it have. Nobody asked whether Eduardo Ascension was a Hispanic terrorist or whether or not Elliot Rodgers' killings were due to repressed half-Malaysian male rage. Related liberal arrested after promising anti-Trump mass shooting. When we talk about white shooters instead of the actual issue motivating these killings, which generally is mental health, no matter how much the left wants to obscure and deny that fact, what we're doing is shifting blame to a convenient, socially approved bogeyman. No matter how much better it makes certain people feel about themselves and their beliefs, that solves nothing. It's well past time that we stopped shifting blame onto a race or a gender and started addressing the real issues. Please like and share on Facebook and Twitter if you agree. We strive to the highest conservative values, editorial standards, and truth in journalism, all of which are under attack. Your donation funds the fight against mainstream media corruption and helps us reach millions of readers with the truth. You can also receive the unfiltered truth directly to your inbox by clicking here to subscribe to our newsletter. We can also alert you to breaking news if you click here to sign up for notifications. And, to ensure Conservative Tribune is in your Facebook news feed, mark Conservative Tribune as follow first. Click here for follow first video instructions. Sincerely, Josh Manning, Site Director, Conservative Tribune.